Hello and welcome back to our channel Explore the World. Today, we talk about US military operation in Afghanistan. In the aftermath of the September 11, 2001 attacks, the United States faced an unprecedented moment in modern history. 19 hijackers, affiliated with Al-Qaeda, had carried out coordinated strikes on American soil, destroying the World Trade Center, damaging the Pentagon, and killing nearly 3,000 people. The U.S. government, led by President George W. Bush, declared a war on terror. The first and most immediate target was Afghanistan, where Al-Qaeda was based under the protection of the Taliban regime. On October 7, 2001, the U.S. officially launched Operation Enduring Freedom. American forces, alongside NATO allies, began bombing Taliban positions and Al-Qaeda training camps. Within weeks, Taliban strongholds started to collapse. By December, the Taliban had been driven from Kabul, and a new interim Afghan government was installed under Hamid Karzai. Initially, the mission was clear: eliminate Al-Qaeda and prevent Afghanistan from serving as a safe haven for terrorists. But as time passed, the objectives expanded. The U.S. began focusing on nation building, training Afghan security forces, and promoting democratic institutions. For years, tens of thousands of U.S. and coalition troops rotated through Afghanistan, fighting Taliban insurgents and attempting to stabilize the country. Despite enormous efforts, the war dragged on. The Taliban, although weakened, never disappeared. They retreated into rural areas and across the border into Pakistan, regrouping and launching insurgent attacks year after year. The conflict became America's longest war, lasting nearly 2 decades. By 2009, under President Barack Obama, U.S. troop numbers surged to over 100,000 in a bid to break Taliban momentum. While some temporary gains were achieved, the Taliban remained resilient. Over time, American public opinion turned against the war. Trillions of dollars had been spent, thousands of American and NATO soldiers were killed, and tens of thousands of Afghan civilians had lost their lives. In 2020, under President Donald Trump, the U.S. signed a peace agreement with the Taliban in Doha, Qatar. The deal outlined a gradual withdrawal of American forces in exchange for Taliban promises not to harbor terrorist groups. When President Joe Biden took office in 2021, he faced a critical decision. He chose to follow through with the withdrawal plan, arguing that the U.S. could not continue to fight an endless war. In April, Biden announced that all American troops would leave Afghanistan by September 11, 2021, the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. As the withdrawal began, the Taliban launched a rapid offensive. Afghan security forces, plagued by corruption and low morale, collapsed quickly. In August 2021, the Taliban entered Kabul, effectively reclaiming control of the country. The world watched dramatic scenes as thousands of Afghans rushed to the Kabul airport, desperate to flee. U.S. forces carried out one of the largest airlifts in history, evacuating more than 120,000 people in just weeks. On August 30, 2021, the last American troops departed Afghanistan. After nearly 20 years, the war had come to an end, but not with victory. Instead, the U.S. left behind a nation once again under Taliban rule, raising difficult questions about the costs, consequences, and lessons of America's longest conflict.